are you doing, folks? This is the Pop Music Freak back with another Song Facts Countdown video. We are up to song number 903 of my 1,000 favorite songs of all time. It was a big hit. It is a rarity on this list. Obviously, I'm not 20 anymore. If you look at me. And my taste in music goes back 70s and 80s mostly, I would have to say. But this is an outlier. This is from 2001. This is late on my list for sure. But anyway, it's the debut hit for Alicia Keys in 2001, Fallin. Number 903 on my list. Now I'm going to give you the story to some interesting aspects to this song and the time period. We'll get into that in a second. So this was her very first hit record. It was recorded in January of 2001 and was released in April. And it took a while to get on the charts, to get up on the charts, but once it did, it stayed up near the top for a good long run. It is the lead single from her debut studio album, Songs in A Minor, written and produced by Alicia Keys. Fallin is generally considered her signature song. There were a remix done with Busta Rhymes and Rampage involved. Fallin achieved global success, reaching number 1 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 and the top 10 in several countries, topping the charts of Flanders, the Netherlands, and New Zealand. It also received numerous certifications around the world and is one of the best-selling singles of 2001. In 2009, Fallin was named the 29th most successful song of the 2000s on the Billboard Hot 100 Songs of the Decade. It won 3 Grammy Awards in 2002, including Song of the Year, Best R&B Song, and Best Female R&B Vocal Performance, and was also nominated for Record of the Year. So a little background on the song. It was written by Alicia Keys as a lead single from her debut studio album, Songs in A Minor. When asked about the background behind the song, Keys told Billboard, "I wanted to write a song for someone who was 10 or 12 years old, like a young Michael Jackson. Even though he was young, he was singing some deep stuff back then. The song is about the ins and outs of a relationship. Sometimes you're completely head over heels in love with someone, and sometimes you can't stand that person. You fall in and out. Sometimes it goes back and forth, and that's just what relationships are about." According to the sheet music published at musicnotes.com by Sony ATV Music Publishing, the song is set in 12/8 time with a free tempo of 60 beats per minute. It is composed in the key of E minor with Keys' vocal range spanning from a low note of B to a high note of E. The song has a basic chord progression and follows a moderate blues tempo throughout the chorus of the song. As for critical reception, NME called it a massive hit, adding piano tinkles, drum machine coughs like an asthmatic whippet, and Alicia stokes your spine with ice cubes and spatters your spotty back with hot candle wax. The song was described as gospel fervor of lovesick righteousness. Let's see, what else? Mark Anthony Neal of Pop Matters said that the song combines Keys' natural blues register with a subtle and brilliantly so sample of James Brown's "It's a Man's World." Barry Walters of Rolling Stone said there's no denying the serious early Aretha vibe permeating the hit. In terms of accolades, Village Voice 2001 Jazz and Pop Critics Poll, song appeared at number 4 on the list. In September 2011, Fallin was placed at number 22 by VH1 on its list of the 100 greatest songs of the 2000s. Gospel vibes and powerful vocals formed Keys-led Complex to place the song at number 2 on a list of the 25 best Alicia Keys songs. And a lot of stuff here. Blender rated at number 413 on the 500 greatest songs since you were born. Excuse me. And in terms of chart performance, in the U.S., Fallin debuted at number 98 on the Hot 100 the week of June 16th, 2001. Song stayed on the chart for 9 weeks before eventually peaking at number 1 on the chart. It remained on the chart for a total of 34 weeks, managed to chart on the 2001 Billboard Year End at number 2, behind Lifehouse's Hanging by a Moment. It was the highest charting number 1 single on this chart for the year 2001. Excuse me. And just want to note that the week of September 11th ended up being the chart week ending September 15th. It was number 2 after falling out of number 1. I'm Real by Jennifer Lopez and Ja Rule hit number 1 that week. The reason I mention that is there was a little bit of controversy after 9/11 happened. Someone put out a list of 150 songs, 150 songs that should not be played on the radio during this time period, and Fallin was on the list. Some of you might scratch your head and say, "What does that song have to do with 9/11?" Well, the idea of Fallin, I guess. Some not very brilliant people were making videos of people jumping out the windows of the World Trade Center with Fallin playing on it. I don't think she approved of that, and I'm sure she didn't at the time. But yeah, so that's an interesting thing, an interesting quirk. Anything, I guess, with references that make your mind think about the events, and that's a trigger word, I guess, Fallin. But despite that, it was a great start to her career, a great debut, a huge hit record. The music video for Fallin, directed by Chris Robinson and Andrew Young, Blake Johnson and Danny Wise. Unlike most other R&B videos, the video for Fallin was a low-key clip with no dancing. The video opens with a radio playing Girlfriend, where Keys is sitting at the piano. Plot has Keys traveling to a prison to visit her incarcerated boyfriend. Plot is continued in the video for Keys' next single, A Woman's Worth, which explores what happens when Keys' boyfriend is released, and with her help adjusts back to regular life. Keys said in an interview that she was supposed to be the one incarcerated, and her boyfriend was visiting her, but they kind of reversed the roles. So let's see. In terms of musicians who played on this record, well, obviously Alicia Keys, lead vocal, piano, all other instruments, producer and arranger. You have Miri Ben Aaron playing violin. Kerry Crucial Brothers did the drum programming. Spaceman Patterson on guitar. But background singers, you had Cindy Mizell, Tammy Saunders, and Andrika Hall. And you had Russ Elevato doing the mix, playing the mixer, I guess. Using the mixer. Alright, so now going back to chart success all over the world, it charted everywhere. All the number ones, let's see, Belgium, Netherlands, New Zealand, the US hip-hop R&B chart, it was number 1, Hot 100, number 1, Adult R&B, number 1, Hot R&B Songs, Mainstream Top 40, number 2 on the Rhythmic chart. So all around it was pretty big. In the USA for the year 2001, I mentioned again, it's number 2 for the year. In the Netherlands, it was number 2 for the year. On the US R&B chart, it was number 9 for the year. Decade-ending chart, number 29 for the 2000s. And certification-wise, it was double platinum for 2 million copies in 2001. Australia went triple platinum. Canada, double platinum. So it was a out-of-the-box big smash and a great beginning to Alicia Keys' career. So, that is it. Those are the song facts I have for you. Song number 903 of my 1,000 favorite songs of all time. Alicia Keys, Fallin. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found this to be informative. I'm going to give you the usual instructions. Please like the video. Please share the video. Please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, hit the bell for notifications when I release new videos. And I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace and love.